Brian McFadden, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Delta Goodrum, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good, Simon, how are you?
You just asked me doing that. You just asked me if I had a nice Christmas because we spoke before Christmas.
Yes.
I've got no idea. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
It sounds like ancient
I don't know
history.
whether that's good or bad,
But it's very polite of you to ask.
no problem.
Thank you. And you brought a guitarist along. Who's this? You
This
got-
is Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Sugar Ray.
He's
Just give us a strum there. That's it.
He's extremely talented.
Now you are sort of a couple at the moment, really.
Oh, goodness. Don't know if that's good or bad. But...
So, Brian, tell us how this duet was first mooted, because there've been a few implications after that. But where did the idea of singing together come from?
Well, I wrote the song with a guy called Paul Barry, and it was one of the first songs I actually wrote just after I left Westlife. And we had it kind of on the shelf for a long time. We'd been thrown, back and forward different girls' names of who would be the duet partner. Until one day I heard Delta sing on the radio. I didn't actually know who Delta was. I'd kind of heard the name, but I didn't
know who she was.
No, but I knew the name, but I didn't really know much about her. And
Watch Neighbours?
no, I did when I was younger, but not when she was in it.
Oh, that's what they all say. Everyone says that.
So you didn't know.
So I didn't know who she was until I heard her on the radio, and I heard her voice. I think it was Lost Without You or something was on the radio. So I asked somebody who it was. They told me. So I approached Sony and said, I approached my manager, and he approached Sony and said, we'd like to do it with her. And they're like, well, no, she wouldn't do a duet first of all, and she definitely wouldn't do it with you because she wouldn't know who you are either. So we said okay, and just kind of bypassed Sony and made a demo and sent it straight to Australia.
To me, but sorry.
You
I was going to say that I was like making the album at the same time. Brian was making the album, working with some of the same people like Guy Chambers, and then literally it was like I heard this song and I thought, what a song, and just the whole idea of it, and completely relatable, and I think so many people can relate to it. And it was just like one of those things when you go, I would love to do this, and I thought, what a great voice, and I thought that's an interesting thing to put like a male vocal on my album, and I never ever thought of that either. And then the song's on both our albums now, and I think it's come really well, and I love it.
Had you heard of Brian?
No, I didn't. Honestly, it was like I said, Brian McFadden. He was in Westlife. He's
Had
doing
you heard of
solo
Westlife?
career. Of course, I know Westlife, and you've heard of the songs. And when you sing, when I say to Brian, like, what songs, and he's sung the songs, it's like, okay, no, you definitely know them, but I didn't know individual names or anything like that. So it was purely just what a song, what a voice, and I'd love to be a part of this. So
Do you get sent many songs like that? I mean, I know
there was a couple. The funny thing is, there was a couple around that time when I was making the album. There was a few. I'd never thought of doing a duet because I had so much I wanted to speak about on this album that when I had a few different a few different males or females, and a couple of ideas were coming about, like to put something else on the album, like a duet. And it just happened that there was even writing. I was writing with some other artists and doing things, but this song was just something that I thought really stood out and I thought was special. And that's how come I said, you know what, actually I'd like to be part of it. I met Brian for about an hour, and then we had a chat about the song with his management and everybody, and then I went to Australia for a while, and then we said, I'll come back and let's record the duet with his team, and then came over and recorded the duet, and that was it.
And who else was on the list, Brian?
Yeah, who else was on the list, Brian?
That list is gone. I don't know. We ripped that list up.
Were there other names? I mean, if
No, I don't
Delta
mean there was a
said
list,
no?
but just when we were sitting there and we were just kind of
Thinking about different people
thinking
to
about
do
different
it.
people that could do it.
Sinead
Sinead O'Connor was the person we had in mind.
You're trying to finish each other's sentences already.
Sorry.
Sinead O'Connor was on the original, one of the original people that I kind of threw forward, but we didn't even approach her at the end.
Why not?
Just didn't. It was just there was no like definite names. It was just people
Just
sitting
how it
around going,
rolled.
what about this person, what about that person, and it wasn't till Delta's name was kind of thrown in that people said, yeah, actually, definitely.
Just the style of the song too. It's just that really small chorus that was really like a really vulnerable sort of like big verses, and then these little choruses that I thought I was really like, I'd like to do this.
The song was different. The song that I originally wrote, Delta made it her own when she sang on it. So it's, I think that was the thing, is we tried to get some session singers to sing the original demo, and it just sounded terrible.
So the idea of the original was how different to how it's ended up?
Oh, completely different. It's like the main structure of the song is still there, but Delta just gave it a life of its own, and she gave it so much character, and she kind of turned it into something else. When I had the original idea in my head, it was a little bit left of what it turned out to be, but that's Delta made it wrong.
And it's called Almost Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's all about...
The song is about two, like a couple, and they're kind of breaking up. One person kind of thinks the relationship's perfect, and the other doesn't feel the same, and then the one that doesn't feel the same explains why. And it's basically just two people, one person falling out of love with the other. It's a conversation between a couple that are breaking up.
And having gone through the breakup. Does that make it all the more difficult to sing, all the more personal to sing?
No, not really, because I think when I wrote the song, it's probably the only song on my album that isn't written, because I wrote it long before I actually broke up. So I don't know whether it was a subconscious thing or not, but no, the song's a song. I just perform it, and that's it.
Now, the only thing I should say is that we've got half an hour on the cricket. Okay.
You got half an hour on the cricket?
Yeah, because England just have to survive this final session against South Africa, and they've won the series. However, it's not going very well.
Oh, sorry about that.
At the moment. Yeah, you sound like most Australians.
Aussies.
You'll be really, really sorry. So,
Ireland have a great cricket team as well.
What I might have to, even if you're in the important bit of the song, very emotional bit in the song, is it
you
okay?
might have to stop and say the cricket score.
No, I'll just shout out, another wicket's gone, and then you carry on.
Okay.
Is that okay?
But you see, people might think you like the song. That's wicked, man.
I'm just saying, if you hear someone go, oh no,
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
because
no,
there's
that
another
that's
wicket
'cause
gone.
it's a
We'll get the
bad
details
sign.
with Jonathan Aitken as soon as you finish doing the song. But hopefully that won't happen.
No problem.
Okay. So, let's do the song. Well, I say,
Yeah.
shall we do the song? I
Shall we
have no
do the
intention
song?
of, joining
If
in.
you want to sing, you can.
No, you really don't want me to join in. So, cricket permitting, then here's Almost Here with Brian McFadden and Delta Goodrum. And the guitarist.
Did I hear you right? 'Cause I thought you said, let's think it over. You have been my life, and I never planned growing old without you. Shadows bleeding through the light, where the loved ones shine so bright, came without a reason. Don't let go on us tonight. Love's not always black and white. Oh, haven't I always loved you?
But when I need you, you're almost here, and I know that's not enough. And when I'm with you, I'm close to tears, 'cause you're only almost here.
I would change the world if I had a chance. Oh, won't you let me? Just treat me like a child. Throw your arms around me. Oh, please protect me. Bruised and battered by your words, dazed and shattered, now it hurts. Oh, haven't I always loved you?
But when I need you, you're almost here, and I know that's not enough. And when I'm with you, I'm close to tears, 'cause you're only almost here.
Bruised and battered by your words, dazed and shattered, now it hurts. Oh, haven't I always loved you?
But when I need you, you're almost here.
Well, I never knew how far behind I left you.
And when I hold you, you're almost here.
Well, I'm sorry that I took our love for granted.
And now I'm
Oh.